Finding your passion is something that many consider difficult, almost like searching for a needle in a haystack. And that difficulty isn't surprising. After all, we grow up hearing that we need to find what we love, as if it's this one magical thing hidden somewhere. But in reality, it's much simpler than it seems. Let's break this idea down. First, forget the notion that passion is something grand, mystical, that suddenly appears and transforms your life. Passion isn't an epiphany. It's not something that just shows up out of nowhere. Passion is, in fact, the result of a combination between what you already enjoy doing and what you're naturally good at. Think of it as a recipe. You already have the ingredients, you just need to find the right combination. Now, let's demystify the concept of passion. Passion isn't something fixed, unchangeable. It evolves over time, just like you do. What excites you at 20 might not be the same at 30 or 40. And that's okay. Passion is like a plant you cultivate throughout your life. It grows, adapts, and sometimes even changes direction. So, how do you start finding your passion? First, look at your interests. What do you enjoy doing in your free time? What makes you lose track of time? It could be something simple, like cooking, writing, drawing, or even helping others solve problems. These interests are valuable clues about your passion. Now, it's time to look at your natural skills. We all have something we're naturally good at, even if we don't realize it. Maybe you have a knack for numbers, or perhaps you have a special ability to listen and understand people. Identifying these skills is crucial because they can be the foundation for your passion. Once you've identified your interests and skills, it's time to experiment. Yes, experiment. Passion isn't something you discover all at once. It's something you build through experiences. Think of it as an exploration. You need to try new things, step out of your comfort zone. That's how you find what truly moves you. And don't worry if, at first, it doesn't feel like you found your passion. It's normal that, while experimenting with new activities, you realize that some of them aren't for you. That's part of the process. The important thing is to keep exploring until you find something that truly resonates with you. Now, let's talk about the connection between passion and purpose. When you find something you genuinely enjoy doing, something that brings you joy, it's natural to want to share it with the world. And that's where purpose comes in. Purpose is the impact you want to make in the world with what you love doing. It's the why behind your passion. For example, if you discover a passion for teaching, your purpose might be to help people learn more effectively. If your passion is cooking, your purpose might be to bring joy and well-being through food. Purpose gives greater meaning to your passion and makes it even more powerful. But finding your passion isn't a path free of obstacles. Often, fear can be a big enemy. Fear of failing, fear of what others will think, fear that your passion isn't good enough. These fears are normal, but they can't paralyze you. The secret is to recognize these fears, but not let them stop you from moving forward. Another common obstacle is external pressure. We live in a society that often tells us what we should do, what we should like, what we should pursue. But the truth is, only you can determine what truly excites you. Don't let others' expectations define your path. Passion is something personal, something only you can discover and nurture. At the end of the day, finding your passion is a journey. And like any journey, it starts with the first step. So, instead of waiting for a revelation, start now. Make a list of the things you like, the things you're good at, and start experimenting. Don't expect everything to happen at once. Passion is something you build, one step at a time. And remember, passion doesn't have to be something grand. It can be something simple, but that brings meaning and joy to your life. It can be something you already do but hadn't realized how important it is to you. Don't underestimate the power of small passions. Sometimes, they are the ones that bring the most satisfaction and purpose to our lives. Finally, don't worry about finding the passion of your life. Instead, focus on cultivating various passions throughout your life. Life is a journey full of discoveries, and your passions can change, grow, and transform over time. The important thing is to always be open to new experiences, always willing to learn and explore. Finding your passion is easier than it seems. And it doesn't have to be a solitary search. Share your discoveries with others, engage with people who share the same interests, and allow yourself to grow alongside them. The journey to finding your passion can be one of the most rewarding experiences of your life if you allow yourself to walk the path with lightness and curiosity. So start today. Take the first step. Don't wait for the perfect moment because it will never come. Passion is there, waiting to be discovered, nurtured, and shared. And when you find it, you'll realize that everything becomes easier, lighter. Because, deep down, finding your passion is easy, actually. And when you find that passion, something magical happens. Life takes on a new color, a new meaning. The day-to-day tasks that once seemed monotonous now have a greater purpose. You begin to realize that what you do isn't just a way to pass the time but a way to express who you truly are. And that, in itself, is incredibly powerful. As you dive deeper into what excites you, you start to understand that passion isn't just about what you do, but how you do it. It's the dedication, the care, and the attention to detail that transform a simple activity into something that truly feeds your soul. Think of a musician, for example. It's not just the act of playing an instrument that excites them, but the feeling of being in tune with the music, of creating something that didn't exist before. It's that deep connection that makes it all worthwhile. Now, an important point, don't confuse passion with perfection. It's easy to fall into the trap of believing that to be passionate about something, you have to be perfect at it. But the truth is that passion and perfection are completely different concepts. Passion is imperfect, messy, full of ups and downs. And that's exactly what makes it so special. When you're passionate about something, you're not afraid to make mistakes. On the contrary, you understand that mistakes are part of the process, that they're an opportunity to learn and grow. And that willingness to fail, to try again, is what sets apart those who live their passions from those who only dream about them. It's what turns a passion into something real and tangible. So, don't get stuck on the idea that you need to be perfect or that you need to be ready to follow your passion. In reality, you'll never be completely ready because passion is a continuous process of discovery and learning. It's a path you walk every day, and each step, no matter how small, brings you closer to what truly matters. And here's a valuable tip: share your passion with others. Don't keep it to yourself. When you share what you love, whether it's by teaching, creating, or simply inspiring others, you amplify that passion. You create a connection that goes beyond yourself, that touches the lives of the people around you. And that exchange is one of the most gratifying things you can experience. Moreover, by sharing your passion, you put yourself in situations that challenge you to grow. You'll discover new aspects of what drives you, you'll learn from others' experiences, and above all, you'll feel like you're part of something bigger. And that, without a doubt, enriches your journey. Of course, at times, you might feel discouraged. It might seem like the passion has faded, that the fire doesn't burn as brightly as it once did. That's normal. Passions also need to be nurtured, cared for. And sometimes, the best way to do that is to take a step back, take a deep breath, and rediscover what made you passionate in the first place. Maybe that means trying something new within your passion, learning a new skill, or simply giving yourself time to appreciate what you've already accomplished. Remember that passion isn't a straight line. It has curves, detours, and sometimes it even feels like you're going in circles. But in the end, every step, even those that seem like they're going backward, is part of the journey. If you feel like you've lost your way, don't despair. Look back and see how far you've come. Remember the moments when you felt that initial spark, and use that as fuel to keep moving forward. Passion is resilient. It may weaken, but it never completely disappears as long as you continue to nurture it. Finally, understand that your passion doesn't need to be understood by everyone. Not everyone will get what drives you, and that's perfectly fine. Passion is personal, unique. The important thing is that it makes sense to you, that it brings joy and meaning to your life. Don't let others' opinions shake you. Follow what your heart tells you because, in the end, you are the only person who truly knows what makes you happy. Finding and following your passion might seem like a big challenge, but when you start looking at it more simply, everything changes. It's not about finding one thing that defines your entire life, but about discovering the various passions that make you vibrate, that make you feel alive. And when you find those passions, you realize that living with purpose isn't a destination, but a journey. A journey that's worth living, every day, every moment. Because in the end, what really matters isn't what you do, but how you feel while doing it. So go ahead. Explore, experiment, and above all, live your passion. Because life is too short not to live intensely what makes your heart beat faster. And remember, finding your passion is easy, actually. Just look inside, trust yourself, and take the first step. The rest, as they say, is history. Now that you've heard all of this, I want to know, what do you think could be your passion? What interests and skills are you going to start exploring from today? And most importantly, how will you take the first step to turning that into something meaningful in your life? If this content helped you in any way, or if you know someone who needs to hear this message, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell to get all the updates, and share this video with someone you think could also benefit. Let's go on this journey of self-discovery and personal development together. Every new subscription and every new share helps spread this message to more people. See you in the next video.